3 decades. Guys, we've been around four-wheeling for a solid 3 decades, and still people haven't figured out how to not thrash their Guys, today we have yet another luck or skill video where we're going to be breaking down off-road fails and wins and determining whether they are luck, skill, bad luck, or bad skill. If you disagree with me on any of these clips, be sure to drop a comment below. If you can, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and let's get into the video. Oh, look at that. All skill right there. That was awesome. That man knew the power of his machine and the way the crest of that jump or that hill would unload the front end, and he rode a wheelie probably 200 feet down to the bottom of the hill there, going probably 50 to 70 miles an hour. All skill. And I must say, I think that is the Brawler clip of the video right there. That was totally awesome. I'm going to give him skill points for the absolute full send. We didn't get to see if he came out of the other side, but you got to appreciate the absolute full send. I'm going to say that was absolutely good luck. Although he ran off of the course, you've got to give it... You've got to admit that that hill being sloped like that, the way he slid down there and did not yard sale the car, that was good luck. Oh, no, no, no. Man in the orange jumpsuit did nothing. That's a terrible clip. Oh my. That man is literally out $15,000 right now. That is freaking terrible. Yeah, first, the thing that caught my eye the most about that was the man in the orange jumpsuit did absolutely nothing. There's only one thing I can give this, and it's absolutely bad luck. The man was out there trying to have a good time, and the quad runs off the hill like that. That sucks. Nobody deserves that. The guy in the orange jumpsuit, lack of skill. What are you doing, brother? I'm not saying that you have to jump in front of the machine, but you didn't even try to grab it. Let's watch it again and see if I'm wrong, but geez. Let's have a moment of silence for that poor ATV. Next clip. That sucks. Bad luck. We've all been there. You are lying if you have not been there. Oh my. They must have broken through the ice. The first one looks like it was frozen there overnight. I mean, I'm assuming they were trying to drive across. Oh, there's another rig that broke through the ice. Oh my goodness. I'm going to say lack of skill because I would never drive on ice like that, but maybe they had to. In other words, that is just bad luck. It's a little bit of both. So, as I've said before, who doesn't like V-treads on anything? And there is no exception there. You gotta love the grind. You gotta love the hustle. All skill. That is totally cool. It also appears that he has some type of cutting brake installed or some type of tractor axle installed where he can lock one tire because the passenger rear tire locks spins the driver's side rear tire to get him over the hump and turn him a little bit more to the right so he can keep going, which is absolutely another level of skill there as well. So that's honestly a pretty cool machine and probably a hoot and a holler to have out at the mud hole. I wonder where this is. That was all skill right there. You got to give it to him. The man, I mean, he's out there in, those are probably 40-inch tall tires. He's out there in 45-inch deep water, 50-inch deep water, just rooting around. He knew there was a hard bottom, so he wasn't going to sink. All skill. Oh, this, all skill. If he pulls this, all skill. You love to see it. Yeah, that was another awesome clip. All skill. The man was, I suppose those ribbons are the course. The man was in the course, staying in the throttle. He wasn't letting out at the wrong time, but he was keeping the rig under control and just drove out of the other side of that nasty spot. It's all skill. That was all skill right there. I thought that may have been a Jeep from a previous video, but it may not have been. It looked very similar and sounded similar, and the obstacle looked the same. Nonetheless, that was all skill. Compared to the clip I'm referring to, the guy rolls off of that obstacle and absolutely totals the Jeep. That guy did the exact opposite. He stayed in it. He had enough momentum to get to the top and popped over the breakover point and drove to the top. So that was all skill right there. These international guys are wild. I suppose all they have is mud, and more mud. And they just go into the nastiest mud holes and they just bog, and they love their diesel engines too. But I'm going to have to give that all skill because I love what they do over there, and I just appreciate them getting down in nasty mud holes and trying to pop out of the other side because it doesn't seem like they have that many rocks over there. Yet another mud video. Nice. Just like the clip before, all skill. The man built his rig to do just that, and he backed up, found the right line, and popped out of the end. That's all skill. This could either go really good or really bad. That was badass. That was exactly what he needed to do. That was all skill. The man understood the way he could keep the nose of the side-by-side, the Can-Am, up so it would pop over that log. Because if not, he would have just been teetering on it. He would have been high-centered. That was awesome. He drove the side-by-side like a sport quad, and I absolutely love him for that. That was all skill. Let's watch that one more time. Lack of skill right there. You put your machine on the side, most likely a lack of skill. This man has a Can-Am downtown.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
So clearly he rolls the thing. Lack of skill. He rolled that thing. Lack of skill. Shouldn't have been doing what he was doing. He knew better than that. God protects fools and children. He was not a fool, and he clearly turned the thing over if the clip had finished. Lack of skill. Oh. Back up and hit it harder. He's going to get that. He's going to get this. Stay in it. Oh, skill right there. That is a certified brawler. That is a brawler clip of the video right there. That was freaking awesome. That man, I do not care if you're running 33-inch tires or 63-inch tall tires. I don't care if you're working with 1,000 horsepower or 100 horsepower. The man was trying to pull out of a mud hole. Most people would have just kept letting out, not hitting it hard enough. He backed all the way up. I think he neutral dropped it and drove out of the other side because he knew what it was going to take. It's not about abusing your machine, but it's about pushing it far enough to get it to come out or over what you're trying to get through without absolutely beating the crap out of it. And that's what that was. That was total skill right there. And I commend him for it. That was a great clip. Guys, thank you so much for watching yet another luck or skill video. As always, I'll catch you out on the trail.